that our goals are both related. I know you have been frustrated, this can be domesticated. You just wanna be free, and I know you're feeling me. Then I'll be on my knees, step between those styles. And you wild and I'm wild. You scream and I'm smiling. You gleam and I'm wild. And you howl and I power for hours. Even though my days been sour. Goddamn, baby, what a beautiful hour. Goddamn.
Beautiful monster Medusa. You walk kinda like it's me Gusta. Or corner pick a line some Dooster. Call me a snake, I'll slither around house. I'll lick you out and dick you down so you can just get used to it. And when your man lands, fuck his plans, just slits a loose a fit. He don't know you choose his dick. Vision short can't view this shit. Hate to break the news, the kid, but shorty is the muse of it. He steady try pursuing it. This shit just ain't taboo to us. You steady try confusing it while I'm deep in the uterus. No, they can't get through to us. The opposition's humorous, but opposition's numerous. The competition feel you giving top. This ain't brand new to us. Your skin is looking luminous when I be coming through. My decision ain't gratuitous. Knowing what I do, you call me Biggie, I'm notorious. Another shorty OD on me, bullshit that's erroneous. Spread that pussy for me, yeah, that kitty is so glorious. Capacious, your taste is amazing, and I am so.
Yes, I ain't related, that our goals are both related. I know you have been frustrated, this can be domesticated. You just wanna be free, and I know you're feeling me. Then I'll be on my knees, step between those styles. And you wild and I'm wild. You scream and I'm smiling. You gleam and I'm wild. And you howl and I power for hours. Even though my days been sour. Goddamn, baby, what a beautiful hour. Goddamn.
Met her at the mall shopping, shorty with her friends and shit. 3 p.m. she saw me hopping out of Benz and shit. But listen, shorty cute, and then she out here on some skimpy shit. I'm out here on some pimply shit, temptation shit. We both was on vacation shit, and I don't think we talked about us having a relationship. But I ain't had my cape and shit, and you know I'm an ape and shit. No, I didn't hate this shit, cause she's in a relationship. And say she call me Tupac, cause she know them strokes is troublesome. Flipped her on the stomach from her back, and then she double come. Had to get 2 boyfriends, cause she said that she be done with one. And no, I ain't a super baby, we can have a ton of fun. Tripping on the weekends, got her swimming in the deep end. Is it gold or will it fold? It's like it's old, I guess it depends. And if you do not work out, well, I guess we'll just be beefing. Or I can be your brother or your lover, and we can be friends.
Yes, I ain't related, that our goals are both related. I know you have been frustrated, this can be domesticated. You just wanna be free, and I know you're feeling me. Then I'll be on my knees, step between those styles. And you wild and I'm wild. You scream and I'm smiling. You gleam and I'm wild. And you howl and I power for hours. Even though my days been sour. Goddamn, baby, what a beautiful hour. Goddamn.
And if it do not work out, well, I guess we'll just be beefing. Or I can be your brother or your lover, then we be friends. And if it do not work out, well, I guess we'll just be beefing. Or I can be your lover or your brother, then we be friends. Hey, tell you got one right here, bro.
First of all, I come from a long line of tricks and hoes. Yes, what's the eyebrow thing? I come from a long line of hoes. I'm not the first one, maybe in this generation, but it go all the way back to slavery time. And before then, with the Egyptians and the Moors, a long line of selling pussy. I'm not the first one. My auntie, my mama don't like me saying her name in my interviews. Grandmama, great-grandmama, great-great-great-grandmama.
So was any of them in a $40 line?
$40.
Sundown hit, follow me, you tryna get lit. Grab some drinks, a little cute bitch. Spray cologne, let's feel rich. When the night's young and that sundown. Night's young and that sundown. Night's young and that sundown. Night's young and that sundown.
Yeah, like a John with a little gang. Play the right song, she pulling out the tray. Make sure the lights off, bring it hit a little J. No one got the gas, we fucking half the day. Thought a little bitch, I might put her on the play. No running for a hoe, I'm the one you gotta chase. I put a bitch back cause she falling out of place. Bring a bitch back cause she doing what I say. Let a bitch drown, charge it to the game. Leave it to a clown, keep fucking with them lames. Let a bitch drown, charge it to the game. Leave it to a clown, keep fucking with them lames. Aye, way I get down, I'ma need through the busset. Laying this pipe, I'ma need her cussing. Laying this pipe, I'ma need her cousin. Living that life, I don't need her nothing.
When the night's in that sundown hit, follow me, you tryna get lit. Grab some drinks, a little cute bitch. Spray cologne, let's feel rich. When the night's young and that sundown. Night's young and that sundown. Night's young and that sundown. Yeah. When the night's in that sundown hit, follow me, you tryna get rich. Grab some drinks, a little cute bitch. Spray cologne, let's get rich. When the night's young and that sundown. Yeah. Night's young and that sundown. Yeah. Night's young and that sundown. Okay. Yeah, my day went good and the play went good, so now I'm looking for the sequel. Hold up, let me call my peoples. Show up, here's something see-through. Not trying to feel, girl, I'm trying to chill with a visual aesthetic. Yeah, you damn right, I said it. It's a beautiful night, don't forget it. Life will play out if you let it. So I guess you know where this is headed. Yeah, so I guess you know where this is headed.
I like it. What she said. She said I see you. What up? She said I like it when you call me in the morning. Morning. Keeps me on my feet just like this week. That's when I wake up, and I like it when I feel good habits forming. That's just what I need, cause I've agreed to get this paper. She said I like it when you call me in the morning. Keeps me on my feet just like this week. That's when I wake up, and I like it when I feel good habits forming. That's just what I need, cause I've agreed to get this paper. Get up, get ready to go. Working from 10 to 4. Entrepreneur mode. I just be trying to go pro. She look like Lotto on foes. I'm putting it on the flows. I'm trying to make something shake. Wake up, then I bake. I'm trying to cook up a cake. Yeah, she let me swing her door. Yeah, she let me swing her doors. Yeah, I hit that hoe in her Jeep. Yeah, I keep that hoe with a Jeep. Yeah, she be my little Bo Peep. Yeah, I'm losing sheep cause I don't sleep. I'm losing sleep cause I'm not sheep. I feel like Young Dolph, I just preach. I swear to G, this is not a reach. Been up and down on the interstate. Now it's fine trying to end in the place. You are not real, boy, you been a fake. I'm just outside trying to make a play. Put her in a place like real estate. If I'm on this bitch, just know I ate. I feel like Kanye, I'm always late. I like it when you call me in the morning. Keeps me on my feet just like this week. That's when I wake up, and I like it when I feel good habits forming. That's just what I need, cause I've agreed to get this paper. She said I like it when you call me in the morning. Keeps me on my feet just like this week. That's when I wake up, and I like it when I feel good habits forming. That's just all I need, cause I've agreed to get this paper. Get ready to go. Get up. Get up, get ready to go. Get up. Get up, get ready to go.
Talk to me about a woman who's been married 30, 40 years and let her tell me about her man, because she can't tell me about our man. Let me tell me about the men that you chose, the men that you had. Don't tell me about the men you didn't have, because you don't know those men. Right? Because if all men were the same, all men will be doing the same.
Okay.
There's some niggas fucking some punks. And
All
they
right,
want some dick.
so
There's a lot of niggas ain't taking no dick.
All right.
If some niggas beat women, if some nigga won't dare touch a woman. If some niggas say bitch, and if some niggas say, hey, homie, don't say there's women in the room. So we're all different. Yeah, we have the same chromosomes, makeup, all that, homie, but our environments, how we raise, supersede all that shit. Because once you develop a conscience, once you learn right from wrong and you got a conscience, homie, I wouldn't give a fuck what turn you on, you wouldn't do it. I wouldn't give a fuck how horny you is, you ain't gonna cheat on your wife. When you develop that, you fight against your nature. You deny yourself. That's where fasting and praying come in at.
I feel like it's better when I'm high. I love it when I'm baked in my mind in the sky. I can't feel pain when my brain fried. Running away from the feeling of life, cause I can't take it anymore. Say knocking at my door, you can hear the demons roar. They coming for more. They coming for more. I don't know what they want from me. Don't know what the devil want from me. Cause I have nothing from heaven. I'm falling. That whole turning angel demonic. Tryna get to the blue bands, no Sonic. I guess that's all I ever wanted. Feel the heat of hell on my back when I'm falling. There's nothing you can do to save me. There's so many that's betrayed me. So I can't trust. Middle fingers up, I don't give a fuck no more. I feel like it's better when I'm high. I love it when I'm baked in my mind in the sky. I can't feel pain when my brain fried. Running away from the feeling of life, cause I can't take it anymore. Say knocking at my door, you can hear the demons roar. They coming for more. They coming for more. I don't know what they want from me. Don't know what the devil want from me. Cause I have nothing from heaven. I'm falling.
All right, what's going on? It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda, right back at the helm of today's show. Good morning, everybody. It's Player Talk Radio. We are in full effect. Shout outs to everybody in the building. We got my bro in my own lane in the building. We got Bronze Flat Power God in the building. My bro David in the building. We got some more folks in the building, man. We're gonna build it up as you guys come in. I'm trying to find this other debate because I saw it and I didn't get it. Here it is. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh yeah. So What's going on, family? We got eggs that are being hatched, y'all. We got some stuff to go over on today's show. Our predictions have came true, and we got eggs that are being hatched right now. So I've been telling you guys that it's going to be the diet manosphere versus the regular manosphere. Nobody listens, then it happens. Now everybody got egg on their face. I think we'll have more better predictions if the channel gets to a certain point where it's undeniable, which it should be right now. But we know when a nigga say something, he got to say about 50 times before anybody even takes it into accordance. So, anyway, y'all learn one day. So, you already got a bunch of people going in on LTTV. We got a bunch of people going in on Duke and Don. They're really trying to ride this manosphere crusade down to its last bones, like they're the first people to try. Then, y'all that's in the space, that don't create content, and basically kind of sitting around watching, y'all don't know where to go. You don't know if you want to go over and mess with BGS. Shout out to the Roger Report. Shout out to Kev. Shout outs to Art New Style. Shout outs to Artists and MC. Shout outs to, AB. Shout outs to a couple people. But then we have another little civil war going on. Because like I said, y'all don't know where to go. Or whose manosphere. Or who you guys want to listen to that's possibly black manosphere. What's going on, Robert Benjamin? What's going on, player? Top of it to you, man. I hope all is well. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you guys don't know where you want to go. It's like, okay, do we go to Tito? Is Tito the leader of the manosphere? Okay, do we go to LAR? Damn, do we go to Red Supreme? Or do we go to some of the older cats in the space? Like, y'all, a lot of cats don't know where the hell they want to go. They don't know. Should we check back in with O'Shea? Y'all don't know. Is Angry Man gonna come back? Like, y'all, A lot of people don't know. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Shout outs to everybody coming in. Hit the like button. Subscribe, support the show. We're gonna have a good show today. You said I thought MOT was. MOT, he flip-flops too much. He's the president one day, that he's the president of the Passport Bros, and he don't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know if he wants to be productive or beef. Well, he knows he wants to beef, but he doesn't know what he wants to do. And then this shit is dead for real. Tell y'all the truth. He said, I was listening to Ed's last stream, and some of the BGS crowd is starting to get fed up with them. BGS, his crowd moves like a gang. BGS moves like a young nigga. He moves like the textbook LA cat. Like y'all not picking up on that. BGS always keep a young shooter with them to crash out. It's just that his shooters sometimes are goofy, man. They kind of don't kick in at the right time. So he got to grab the pistol and do it himself. But give it a goddamn gun. He got to hit his own stain. You know what I'm saying? Then pass it to the shooter. He can't. He always keeps somebody around him that believes in his message, that's willing to crash out. I mean, it just is what it is. He been like that since before the Black Order days. He been like that during the Black Order. He been like that during the mercenaries and even after. Not my cup of tea, but I get it. Not my cup of tea, but I get it. I've been to LA several times, so I know how it works. And that's all I link up with, for real, on some player shit. The LA cats know what they're talking about, when it comes to some player shit. But it doesn't surprise me that there it's like a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? In my own lane, it doesn't surprise me that they're picking sides. Ed's a pretty smart guy. It's just that I doubt he applies action to a lot of the stuff that he says, or he got something holding him back. He got something holding him back for whatever reasons. Nobody's perfect, by the way. Nobody, at least with a message, is perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like music, y'all. When everything is well and going good, you understand the melody. But when shit fucked up, oh nigga, you understand them lyrics. Them lyrics hit a little bit different. It's like, when everything's good, it's the melody, it's bliss. Oh yeah, we jamming, we whoop. Then when you going through the rain, that's when you gotta understand the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I see where he coming from. He right about that, So the manosphere got to understand the lyrics at this point. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Cats that think they're in power, they're really not in power. Niggas did all this beefing to really walk away with nothing, and now got to assimilate to the same people that's sucking the creativity and energy out of the space, man. I don't know how y'all be watching all these new platforms, bro. There's no type of creativity at all. You're just watching the same shit happen. And Duke and Don and LTTV, at this point, it's like, I don't know. Because there's a couple things at play here. You're too busy repeating shit. They don't know what they stepped into. Some of y'all are sprinkled into their audience. They're regurgitating nothing but manosphere talking points, and they're trying so hard to be around the space, or at least be somewhat adjacent to the space, but want to be detractors of it. They don't know what they're talking about when it boils down to it. They want to get into politics, and their audience is fucked up for watching them slowly crash out. But niggas like to see a slow train wreck. You got to get in, get your foot in where you get it in, and, learn how to respectfully get around those boundaries when you start becoming a content creator and learning how to really actually do shit around here. You can't just simply, hey, I'm just going to create something and put it out. No, you got all kinds of little factors at play. Y'all have no idea what we go through on the back end, man. I'm telling y'all, and people just look at this shit as entertainment. You know? Actually, I'm gonna play a show because he embodied a lot of the stuff that I've been thinking too and been talking about for years. Shout outs to my bro LAR Movement, man. Had a great show. I'm gonna play a little bit of his show and let y'all know what's going on. I'm gonna, let y'all know what's going on from a perspective from somebody that's been here. But now it's a different climate. Anybody can talk the shit they want to kind of talk now. Back then, I mean, we super active now, but back then when niggas was active, niggas just wanted to make up stories and pretend like certain things wasn't going on, and the popularity contest, and I don't know where the root cause of the problem is. You got dudes around here. Some people say Ringo. He's the manosphere. You got dudes around here, that are complaining about women coming in, but it's not just women coming. It's kind of, in a weird way, it's actually very funny. If you've ever heard the knowledge that I drop on y'all, I drop knowledge that you can't get in college. If y'all ever heard the game and the gems that I drop, because I guess y'all just want to hear people drop gems all day, not really do nothing with these gems. But when we talked about the L. Gibbet and feminism, one thing I was talking about that they didn't see coming when they started accepting everything, especially women, not even just the L. Gibbet. We could just, boil it down to women, just letting everything go and letting any and everything slide, even at their own peril, whether it's tomorrow or it gratifies them today that they don't see, is that when they accepted the L. Gibbet, and we got to know this type of stuff if you're trying to restore the nuclear family or wonder about the nuclear family or understand the structure that it, how it works, to produce, better families and, better environments for young boys and young girls and, just for families and stuff, whatever. But the L. Gibbet, what a lot of people did not realize was that they were accepting another subgroup of men and women, meaning that both sexes are infiltrating, what they got going on, before they completely handled business. Another generation of people that are regurgitating their talking points, even if they necessarily agree, they don't even necessarily agree with them or know what the hell they're talking about, or they don't even know the history, so they're in something just for the popularity of it, just for the trend of it, just for the money of it, but they don't know the history. They don't know what the intentions for something is, whether if times change, because sometimes times can change and there's nothing wrong with times changing, but that doesn't mean the intention or what the original people set out to do with that particular thing changes. You understand what I'm saying? So at this point, it's like coming into something and maybe purposely defacing it, and the space, to a certain degree, unless we have these talks and conversations, space is just going to get overtaken. It's not going to know where its next threat is coming from. It's not going to know if the people that are in here right now that they enjoy, they're not going to know if later on they realize, oh, this person's a cancer, or damn, we might have to cut off a fucking finger to save the hand. Niggas not thinking. Niggas not thinking. And then they're getting told by new people coming in here, oh, well, the talking points are for everybody. Everybody. Yeah, no, you feel like that because you just came in and took some shit. You ain't come in and really work. You didn't come in and really build nothing. You don't got to see your intellectual property get passed around and bastardized. You don't got to get misquoted. Imagine getting misquoted for something you don't even get credit for. Everybody using all of these conversations, they don't even shout out Ron Wills, bro. All of these podcasts, select and non-select, the high value. Don't you want high value? Don't you want the value? The value, the high value? Like, it's like, this is the dumbest shit I've. It's like you seen people with rhetoric in their mouth, and it's like, what the fuck? You know what they talking about, but you doubt they know what they talking about. Like, what the fuck are you talking? High value? What's high value to you? You gonna give me something that Kevin said? God forbid you were fans, man. Before after that average at best stuff, because you didn't even get half the story. You done got 15% of the story, a quarter of the story. You know, and you have a lot of people talking about this at the same time, which I told you was gonna happen. Because there's nobody really around here giving y'all no type of like real game. Not giving y'all no education. Angry Man had to come out recently and had to defend people talking crazy about him and Kevin, because the only clips that you could find were you know what I'm saying, him going off on Kevin Samuels. You couldn't find the clips. The videos of them working together is not up. People don't know their relationship. You got new people coming in, and we got to defend our good brother Kevin Samuels. It's like, boy. And furthermore, when y'all get into it, it's kind of like what's going on, man? It's kind of like a gang thing, because if you think about it, Kevin Samuels is like the big homie's name that everybody knows to say. He's the big homie's name that everybody knows to say. Oh, how'd you get here, Kevin? Oh, who put you on there, Kevin? Okay. Where'd you find Kevin? It's like, damn, can I finish what I was about to ask you first? Like, shit. Kevin is the only notable name that you guys can name. And the funny part is that half y'all didn't even watch his stuff. And then the sad part is that if you did, you're still behind now, because now you're spitting diet manosphere talking points. You're spitting super diet manosphere talking points. What do I mean by super diet manosphere talking points? Well, you know, you're just on yesteryear's manosphere. Because little do a lot of y'all know that before Kevin went, at some point he was gonna go passport, bro. So that shit right there, in and of itself, is funny. He was gonna go passport, bro. So, hey, you don't gotta believe what the hell I'm talking about, you know. It doesn't make no sense at this point. So a lot of guys here got to figure out what the hell they trying to do, if they trying to do something, or just sit around and quote unquote be entertained, if that's what you want to call it. You know, y'all hit the like button, support the show. So Kevin, you know, kind of gave y'all the custom motto. You know, he told some of y'all how to turn the shit on, but not really how to turn that shit off. Then y'all don't even know what y'all turned on. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't want to come into the red pill under Kevin's instruction. You know, not like that. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is that if you come into the red pill under his instruction, you for sure are going to be confused. You for sure going to be confused. because you just simply don't know, you know. And honestly, whatever heartbreak or whatever information that you thought you were gonna, endeavor to use this thing on, you now you're just wrapped up in a conundrum of just talking points you don't understand and trying to look cool. Sadly, and for what and for who, I absolutely have no idea, because at least back then there was a cause. Now this shit is just for entertainment. Who you trying to look cool for? Myron already knows this shit. You know, this is why people are running around now saying, yo, Myron is the leader of the space. To a certain degree, that might be a little bit smart, or probably something I'm not going to say that we need, but maybe that might be at least a strike back to at least somewhat control, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that are running the space. But other than that, we don't control the brothers that's running the space. Not if they encounter an enormous amount of hate before they blow up. We definitely don't control the brothers running the space. And that's the problem with the space. The space hasn't came together and agreed of what type of brother actually represents them. Because Kevin Samuels did not represent the space. Because if he had to come in here and expose that not only are brothers are afraid of hoes, they're afraid of soap and water too. You know, so we can sit back and play this game all day. Doesn't mean a damn thing. We can sit back and play the game all fucking day. Doesn't mean shit. So recently, a lot of people have been, I wouldn't say necessarily say backtracking, but a lot of people have been, questioned. Boyce Watkins, he got questioned on some of the stuff that he was saying about Kevin Samuels. Anton pressed him out. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, at the same time, these dudes are gonna end up reciting Kevin Samuels. They're gonna become, that's their main man. That's their big homie. People will be talking shit about the Manosphere, but be huge Kevin Samuels fans. And it's like, bro, what are you talking about? People are dusty this, dusty that, struggle this, struggle that, let her talk, all these sayings and stuff like that. Don't like the Manosphere. Women are reciting Manosphere talking points wholeheartedly, but don't like the Manosphere. You about to have I damn near thought she was the same girl at one point. You about to have a nice little debate with Six the Goddess and Love Dorsey. Speaking of Edward Anderson, that Love Dorsey's his girl. Oh yeah, we got some more Ringo TV Raw. Ringo going off, man. He going after Reva. He going after Reva TV now.
My bitches.
Ringo
saying you
going
can't
after
control your
Reva
bitches?
TV now.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? My bitches. You saying
He going after Reva TV, the Reva girl. Reva TV Raw. He going after Reva now. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Come on in, man. 47 minutes into the madness. Y'all know I got it. Come on now. Let's get it. Come on in. Good morning. All right. So he going to Reva TV. He on the crusade. You know, these shorties are, you know. Yeah, you did. They coming in. They finna take over. And they gay friends are behind them too. He went after Danica. He went after Six the Goddess. Who's next, Ringo? Tay Baby. She next. We don't know who's next, y'all. Ringo on some Goldberg shit. Then y'all don't see it. Y'all don't believe me. Candace Owens is trying to come in because it's an easy bag. FD Signifier been trying to get in. Destiny right now. He's trying to get in. Take a look at this. Let's get the likes and the support up.
That's something that both of us have spent a little bit of time orbiting in one form or another. Either you debating it or me getting abused by it. Okay. What do you think's happening with the red pill at the moment?
Yeah, I think most stuff has like probably like a 2 to 4 year shelf life for internet content, and I think it kind of came, kind of went. Andrew Tate and the pre-trial or pre-indictment imprisonment probably hurt a bit because it took away a lot of the publicity. I think that the nature of like sort of the red pill stuff, I think was really bad. I think
it's interesting that he says that Andrew Tate took away from it. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate called people that follow the red pill dorks, which goes back to one of my original points of why I say that I'm ripped.
Pearl had Andrew Tate on the show. Y'all jumped behind him too quick. Y'all just started calling anybody red pill. So and y'all let that shit slide. Like who said it? Who said Andrew Tate was red pill? Could he benefit off of it? Yeah, he probably could. And I like it. I like Andrew Tate. That's another thing too. Don't get it fucked up. But who said he was red pilled? Was he saying some man shit? He probably was saying some man shit. But who said he was red pilled though? Who said Andrew Tate was red pilled? Andrew Tate only blew up because Kevin passed away. Was he going to blow up before? I think so. But I don't think he would have been revered for being outspoken as much as he was or is if Kevin didn't pass away, because people knew about Andrew Tate. I remember before Kevin passed away, there was rumblings running around the space that Andrew Tate was next up, because Kevin, to a certain degree, was established. You know what I'm saying? Kevin was established to a certain degree. So I'm trying to figure out which one of y'all said he was red pill, honestly. And that's the problem. One of the problems that I pointed out to you guys. Y'all go look up like motivational videos, even red pill motivational videos. There's people making these compilations with Andrew Tate and Sneeko and all these other cats, and it's like, oh well, they just denied being red pill. But first of all, with all due respect to both of them, who said they were red pilled in the first place? And like I said, this is failure on the Black Manosphere side. This is failure on the Black Manosphere side. I mean, And the people that was here acting a fucking fool, they're banking on other shit that happened so they don't get called to task. It's like, well, who was here running this shit when all this shit was going on? Some of y'all favorites, and y'all niggas was here too. Oh, we even get into how the audience is gonna run and duck behind certain people and shit like that and pretend like shit never happened. But hey, that comes with the popularity contest. That's what happens when your morals are ran on trends and popularity. It's weak. Your morals are ran on trends and popularity. No different than the broads you critique. Look at God.
Pill adjacent at this junction is because no matter what it is that you say, people will try to bucket you in that type of content.
And you run around here and wonder why dudes like tea content. You know? What's going on, Untitled? We'll get into it, bro. Yeah, I'm slow cooking this one. Hit the like button, y'all. Support the show. Let's go. Let me know if we want to open up a panel. Let's get at least 3 supporters. We'll open up the panel.
If you're speaking to a majority male audience, enlightening them on things to be careful of as you go out in the world.
Content strategy from a lot of the red pillars, I think, was very subpar.
How so?
Like, for me, the way that I've stayed fresh and relevant for 15 years of content creation is because I'm always finding like new stuff to talk about or a new angle to kind of like hit something from, or like I'm kind of moving on with contemporary events. I feel like for Red Pill stuff, I feel like I could have written the script for those shows after being on 2 of them, to where it's like, okay, guys, today we're going to talk about, does body count matter? Do guys value you for the amount of money that you make? Do women for men in divorce? Are men lonely because they're simps? It was like the same topics for like over a year, such that it became like a meme where when I would show up on a show, sometimes it'd like bingo cards of like, okay, well, when is the body count question coming up?
Yeah.
Hypergamy.
Or, are women hypergamous or not? And then it's like, and then it.
So now you got guys that ain't even a part of the space now laughing at the talking points, like I told y'all, that are our intellectual property now on trading cards and bingo cards. Oh, here comes the body count question. Oh, here comes the hypergamy question. And the chains on these questions, you know, what's going on, Antisocial Socialite Podcast? How you doing? You dig? And the what you call it, the chains, and what I mean by the chains is the you know, the question hasn't even moved. The question hasn't even moved from. It hasn't even moved from the actual question being asked versus the actual conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, body count. Everybody's sitting up there still stunned by the question, that nobody's sitting up there going into the actual question. Okay, well, why would body count be you know what I'm saying? Why would body count be a big deal? What are certain things that somebody that doesn't that feels a certain type of way about a high body count, what are some of the things they could be going through mentally or experiencing or have experienced? Why would somebody that has a high body count be labeled as bad, especially in a society or era that wants people to have sexual experience? You understand what I'm saying? You know, we have the, you know, yeah, you know, the box got mileage, but it's like, you know, listen, because I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a car guy, right? So many car comparisons, we can make the same correlations to women. I hate to say it like that, but even women do the same thing, you know, but it just got to be broken down right to you. You know, we don't mind buying a car with high mileage. It's just that car better be active. You know, you ever went down to the dealership and be like, all right, I'm gonna get this Buick Park Ave, or went to an auction like, I'm gonna get this Buick Park Ave, but mechanically, I'll fix the little bullshit. I don't give a damn, you know. I spend a little money on the back end, fix a little bullshit, get the tags and all that you know, get the codes right and the emissions right and all that other goofball shit. I'll fix that. But when I get this damn car, it better be acting right. So dudes buy stuff with high mileage on it. But guess what? It gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. You know? I need to, yo, you know what's funny? You know what beef I've been laughing at for the past like couple days? There's this white dude. We're gonna talk about I wanna have like some high-end luxury talks on the show soon, because there's a lot of like cool little things that I'm into, and you guys are probably into it too, but just nobody here talks about it. Because y'all, as y'all know too, I like watches, right? And there was like this green Audemars, right? It was like this green Audemars that Rick Ross had, right? Basically, a lot of people don't understand how this shit works. So if you get a watch, right, from a company and you bust it down, what I mean by bust it down is you flood it with diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they're aftermarket diamonds. They're diamonds, but they're aftermarket diamonds that don't come from the actual watchmaker. Okay, so basically, to a certain degree, you kind of devalue the watch, but at the same time, it's a timepiece for you. You understand what I'm saying? There's like a fine line between that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a watch that you could just take back down to Audemars and sell and shit like that. So, but I don't even know if it's an Audemars. As far as I know, when I looked at it, it's an Audemars replica, but it just got diamonds in it. And the reason why it's the replica is because this is white dude, right? What's going on, brother love? He was like Rick Ross got on a fake watch and blah blah blah. I forgot his name. I think his name Nico or whatever. Like he's known in the watch industry or whatever, right? I gotta play y'all this video because I'm about to clip this joint. So I ain't gonna lie, he kind of called Rick Ross out on it. Rick Ross could have said it was a custom piece and left it at that. And then he kind of went in on Rick Ross's watch collection, but we'll get into that on another show. But Rick Ross gonna go live and we're like, Rick Ross went live and he was like, he wants to talk about Rosé's Audemars. This nigga Rosé went live and was talking about the he said he wants to talk about Rosé's Audemars. Yo, Ross is a fool, man. I'm sorry. I just found that funny. He did it like 2 times. That shit was funny. I gotta show y'all the video. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull the video up. Hold on. We're gonna take a slight detour. Y'all hit the like button. I'll give y'all a good time to hit the like button and support the show. Hold on. We're gonna take a slight detour, y'all. This shit eat. And then he starts showing off his cars. So we don't know if Rosé's fake. It's a beautiful watch, by the way. You know, and then he was making fun of him. He said, how could a Negro obtain such precious stones and emerald diamonds? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Fake watch. Hold on. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was studying. I'm studying, y'all. I'm studying bookkeeping, by the way. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. I'm studying bookkeeping, by the way, so I got some stuff to run by y'all. Try to. Right in the middle of studying, this shit came up, and I busted out laughing. This shit was funny. Audemars. Not even Audemars, Audemars.
What up, it's your boy Bobby V, all urban central AUC. Shout out.
Yeah, I'm studying QuickBooks. But I'm studying something completely different. So I'm studying QuickBooks. So it helps me out running a bookkeeping business very easily. But the website that I'm studying, the other website that I'm studying, it oversees QuickBooks. It oversees QuickBooks. So my clients, what I got to tell them, I got to let them know before I do business with them is that they have to have a QuickBooks account. That way I go into their account and I keep all the records and everything. And then I go over their QuickBooks account with the tools that I have and basically show them opportunities where they can make money and where they have been making money and stuff like that. So my job is to not just keep records, for taxes and accounting and all that other stuff. My job is basically to keep a record, but also show business owners where they can make money with their company, and then also show them where they have been making money with their company. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if you guys have let's say you're a graphic designer, and you run a slight business, and you need certain records kept. I would keep those records for you. I would do a P&L where you guys see your profit and loss. Like, is your business making money or is it losing money? If so, what is really specific, what it's losing money on, how much money you lost, is it give and take? Okay, you lost here, but you won here, and here will, bring you more profit. And if you, it's a lot of different things that I got to go on. So it's ridiculous, but I'm learning the ins and outs of QuickBooks, because QuickBooks is pretty simple, but I'm learning the ins and outs of QuickBooks, because I'm not going to use all the tools in QuickBooks. I'm only there for a certain specific goal, which is for bookkeeping. So, I leave that shit up to the other people, but I'll get into that a little bit later, man. I'll get into that a little bit later. And I can teach y'all how to get a free QuickBooks account. So I'm learning a lot of shit. So after I get off of today's show, I'm going right back to studying. But this shit came up, and this shit was funny. Let me let this play. Adamir.
What up, it's your boy Bobby V, all Urban Central AUC. Shout out to the AUC.
And for the little fat guy in the one cubicle office speaking on watches, speaking on Rick Ross and his Adamir. It's unbelievable, isn't it, fat guy, little piglet? Oh, those emeralds are so rare. Would be so hard for a black man to obtain such a rare timepiece of the simple feat for a boss. Now stay out of grown folks' business, little piglet. Get out of that one cubicle office and go and see the world. You on rose dick. And that was a simple feat. Ain't no money. Huh? Adamir. Come on, piglet. Piglet. Hey, little piglet. Come on, piglet.
Yeah, he started calling him piglet and then making donkey noises.
A mother in a cubicle could say, hey, Rick, the Phantom's not real. Rick, that was stolen. Shut the piglet. Oh, no, we're not finished. No. The STO. It's not the Aventador. That's not, you see the wing? No, it's not little piglet. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Leave Piglet alone. Where your car at, nigga? I thought you was the man, homie.
He was about to recite 50 lyrics.
Homie.
Somebody said 50 probably sent them after him too, which is funny. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth though. Jacob probably did screw Rose over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those watches that you might get, in that lifestyle are probably, ladies' watches or watches that the company don't want. I mean, this happens when you're producing a product. Adamir. This is what happens when you're producing a product. But anyway, rappers buy this stuff for something different. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, this is showing that Rick Ross is insecure. Not necessarily. If you don't know what's going on, you probably wouldn't know why Rick Ross. Now, did it probably hurt his ego? Probably did a little bit. I don't know. Because maybe the watches are fake, or maybe the watch is fake, or maybe he got to explain that it's a bust down replica, which that's what I believe it to be. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth though. Rappers buy shit for a different reason, and rappers do stuff for a different reason. Could Ross be showing off his cars because he's embarrassed? Probably. That I don't think that's beyond this situation. But what he's showing you is that he's buying cars that are equivalent. He has cars in a whole place that's equivalent to the little stupid watch that's being critiqued. You understand what I'm saying? Like the watch is beneath him. He's like, nigga, what you want me to do? He's showing y'all. He's like, I got the new Phantom. Is the Phantom fake? You want me to sell the Phantom to go get that watch? I got this new, you know what I'm saying, Maybach over here. You know, is this Maybach fake? Is this Lamborghini? Is this STO? You know, is the STO fake? Look at this cammed out Chevy I got behind me. Yeah, the Chevy and the shell might be worth less, but the engine and everything put into it, the cammed out Chevy behind me is worth more than that brand new Lamborghini off the lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing with the cars too. You know what I'm saying? You know how I say you can bust down the watch. Well, people do the same thing. They bust down the vehicles. So and he proved this with the whole French Montana thing. You know, so there's certain things. You know, there's certain vehicles that you can sit up there and buy, especially in Miami. Everything's different in Miami. First of all, the watch probably real as hell. You know, and then Broski that was trying to call him out. I mean, because I kind of seen that it kind of came off as the dude was hating. You know, so this is why I took Rose's side on this one. Hadamir. I'm gonna be saying that shit for the rest of the year, y'all. But I'm gonna be on the side of the successful black guy. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie, even though it's just funny. Shout outs to Anton Social Life Podcast. Thank you. We're gonna get back into the destiny, y'all. My bad, y'all. Shout outs to Brother Love in the building. Look, got a whole nother Rolls Royce Spectre. I don't even think that's the Spectre. What's going on, NC Worker? I think that's the that's the masonry. That's the masonry race right there. This right here, this Chevy, this is cammed out right there. Big supercharger. Look at that color coding, man. Right, what's a watch at this point? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, yo.
Morning glory, morning glory. Morning glory, morning glory. It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. It's a beautiful Monday for you to get on your A game, for you to get on your business, for you to get about your money. Niggas ain't gonna spare you. They don't care that you got an ingrown toenail or your back hurt, your hip hurt. Niggas only want to get to the money. That's it. Nobody don't care about nothing else. Hold that bottle up. Let's go. We starting this motherfucking Monday like bosses. Where your card, nigga? We want to know. June 1st is going down. Where your motherfucking card, nigga? Where your card, nigga? For all the hustlers, the entrepreneurs, the bosses, what I'm finna get ready to do is get on a Zoom call with 200 people. Zoom call. 200 people. You got to re-engage. If you're a boss, if you're a CEO, set up I like to call them a Zoom call, but it's a Zoom call. Set up a Zoom call with your entire team, your family, everybody that's playing a role in whatever it is you got going on. Let's get everybody on the phone just so they could hear your passion, your dedication, how serious you are, what this shit mean to you. They got to understand that you're willing to motherfucking give it all up for this shit. Do they understand? Make sure they feel it. Get on a Zoom call with everybody on your team and make it clear what you need from them. And if you're a real hustler, you ask whoever on your team, what you need from me. Yeah, what you need from me.
Outsells Moet and Boo, #1 in Korea, #1 in Vietnam. We're going to be #1 in all of Africa. It's about building an army. It's about finding people who are supporters. It's about finding the biggest supporter in the world. Rick Ross, you here?
You better believe it. The biggest boss right here, baby.
And it's about finding finding every little person because everybody matters. Everybody matters. On this Corey Brown spirit, we can own brown spirits because it's something different. It's something new. There has never been a go-to premium rum. There is now. Guess what? In Romania, this is nuts. We're bigger than Bacardi. We're twice as expensive and we're bigger than Bacardi. This is happening everywhere. In Latvia, 1 of every 2 bottles of rum purchased is Bamboo. We are growing. We are in the U.S. You'll see in a page, 19 brands are down. The top 20 brands in the U.S., 19 are down. Guess which one is up, Ross?
Which one?
Bamboo.
How'd I figure?
We have Goose Burgundy. Where's Bel Air? Burgundy. We have it all. Look at this. This is in the U.S. This is why we belong on the shelf at retail in every single account in the world. We are number 1 between $21 and $55. The number 1 brand. If you're number 1 between $5 price point, that's enormous. We're number 1 in $35 swing. It's enormous. It's enormous. We belong on the shelf.
Hold your Luke Belaire bottles in the sky. I'm about to go live with one of the biggest influencers in Africa, really worldwide. Yeah, globally. I'm about to go live with Hamisa. We're going to talk Luke Belaire. We're going to talk some of her ventures, and she's always making huge business ventures. So these Luke Belaire conversations going down, and you'll see a lot of them. I'm tapping in Africa. We coming. We making a lot of moves, and it's going to be a lot of love. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so Ademir. You said, is this a video of E Black? No, it's not a video of E Black.
Do you remember the time in the Joe Rogan video you said about going bald?
All right, so this is the guy. We'll talk about this on the next show. Just want to show y'all brother getting hated on. At the top. Shout outs to Rainwater. What's going on, Rainwater? What's going on? Shout outs to Most Man in the building. Let's get it. Hold on, y'all. Loud exhaust and rattling speakers. Yeah, man.
This is that.
There is no foul. Let me see if I could change my coding. Hold on. Let me see if I can change my coding because I want this to be clear. Hold on, y'all. All right, we should be all right now. All right, hold on. All right, let's get into it.
Although the topics will come up so readily that you can create bingo cards or cue cards for it, but you still heard it, but still didn't understand the necessity to implement it within your own life. Because if you implemented it within your own life, then you would have had a better result in picking a young woman to marry. Because you see, a component of what RP is attempting to do is to reteach off of the backs of the decades of feminism that not only affects the young modern women of today, but also their mothers and also their grandmothers, that substantiate their boss be independent thinking, don't need no man mentality, while also shaming men for being masculine, castrating men for speaking up for themselves. That's often why we go over studies.
Right, Untitled. But there's another thing too that nobody says. Mediocre tutorials and reviews was not red. He's not red pill neither. He likes the red pill, but he grifted over to the red pills also. I like MTR, but he wasn't in these trenches. Just saying.
Over here, such
now,
as
Untitled, you've been around for a good minute, so you've been in these trenches. You know, if you pop up in the chat, I could be like, you know, whether you trolling or you know, or you chilling or doing your thing, I could be like, okay, I know Untitled. Untitled been here.
the loneliness of men in society today. We go over
NPR.
content that demonstrates the creation of feminism. I view RP as a sort of education or making men aware of the world around them, the nature of the women around them, which would be the most important decision that they will ever make within their life. And as
but see, Hafiz was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? The Roommates podcast try to grift over to the red pill shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Come up through a result of the numbers that we go over.
Yeah, it's bad for your health, man. I'm tired of this shit having a bad rep. And nobody can really tell me what's making the red pill bad, other than some people that think that we're hating on women.
Over now, are there certain weirdos within red pill that take it too damn far? Yes, I will. I will absolutely give you that point. But let's see what else.
I think if there's not, there should be one. We're basically literally, no matter how somebody answers a
There is
question,
now.
it always goes back to what you want it to. So I might say to a girl,
okay,
have you ever dated a guy? You say you don't care if guys at all. Have you ever dated a guy that's 5'5"? And the girl might be like, no, I haven't. Because you hate short guys, you know? You won't. And she's like, oh, no. Okay, have you ever dated a guy that's 5'5"? Yes, I have. Oh, when? When I was in high school, I actually dated a guy that's 5'5". Really? Are you together anymore with him? Well, no. Oh, you dumped him because he was a short king, right? Like, yeah. Or it's like, are you dating?
And see, this is that feminine shit. He's just gonna bring up an example and then bring up his personal, what he believes is the personal disagreement, when that's not always the truth. And then who the fuck? I mean, I know some of y'all do, but who the fuck runs around talking about do you date short guys? The majority of women dated shorter dudes or average height dudes. They have no choice. Right, this shit is stupid.
A guy that's 5'5", he's like, yeah, I am now. It's like, oh, really? Is he rich?
He said, been here since 2018. Where's my participation trophy? You gonna want one soon with some of the shit y'all gonna have to go through, but y'all don't see it. It's gonna trickle down from the top down. I got y'all.
No, he's not that rich. Does he have a huge? Yeah, it's pretty big. Oh, hypergamous. You just want the pool boy. You're probably gonna, find a rich guy and still fuck. Like, there's always a. And
let me just argue this point just real quick. Now, do some content creators maybe do that? Yeah, sure. You're going to find them. Is it the majority of them? No, I don't think it's the majority of them. Take me, for example. The type of content that I would create around this height topic is specific to a woman that's 5'1" who won't date a guy that's 5'5", and her minimum requirement is 6'2". Shit.
But y'all not even gamed up enough to know that even the stupid bitch that get on the fucking podcast and says she wouldn't do that, she will do that in her real life. I don't get it. Like y'all take cap for real rap, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. If it's not true, right? If it's not true, then why believe it? I mean, it's a response. I get that, but if it's not true, then why believe it? You said, why do they care so much? You're scaring the hoes, right? You said it's not the passport niggas. You said it's like the passport niggas. Do you date black men? Cringe. Yeah. What's going on? No Cupcake. You said red pill is bad after they make enough money off the men and pivot to the women. But see, that's where you came in at, and they will say anything on the podcast. That's the next shit up in line. It's like, oh my God, did you hear what she said? This shit is tea, man.
How many times did we watch this dynamic play out on a Kevin Samuels live stream? And it's centered around the Disney fairy tale that was created for modern women today, that they can have it all, irrespective of what it is that they brought to the table, or irrespective of what it is that they look like, or irrespective of their behavior or how they treated themselves in their womb previous to meeting you. The fact is that to overcome men succumbing to bullshit dating options, you must create content for them to speak about, or you're going to have more young men that settle for shit like this.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you use it?
Yes.
Smash Drake.
He know who I'm smashing. Yeah, I'm gonna go smash Drake.
Why Drake?
Just because I think that he's sexy and I like his music.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. He looks good and his music is fire. Like he's an idol. Like he's an idol.
I'm an idol too.
He's somebody worth smashing.
I'm an idol too. Okay.
You are. You're my idol.
Music. All right.
All right. Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yeah.
What if she gave you a guilt-free pass?
If I had a guilt-free pass, would I use it?
He's trying to act like he don't have somebody in mind, but I feel like he does.
If the guilt-free pass meant that I was about to get $1 million, I'd use it.
Okay. I can tell certain things about looking at people. I've been doing this for a long fucking time. She already cheated on him before. And she probably might say he cheated, but nah, she cheated on him before. You can tell by the reserved body language. You can tell by her hand not even pointed towards him. Why is her hand over her coochie? Like, it's come on, man. This is too easy, bro. This is why y'all need to go outside, because there's shit that I can say to you here on this internet. It's like, oh my God, Kuda, you must be Future. Is that magic? It's like, no, nigga, it's common sense. She cheated on him before. Oh, Kuda, how could you predict that? Y'all don't even know how to read body language. You know what's going on, Ghost Man King? Y'all come on in, support the show, man. Y'all not even getting half the game in none of these. Y'all just getting regurgitated. Y'all getting refried beans. Come over here and get this hearty breakfast, my nigga. Come on in. Come on in. Drop something on the rice fun, the eggs. Come on, man. What you want? What you want me to cook up for you? Y'all like the refried shit. Give me the refried beans, Kuda. Nah, we don't serve that here, man. We don't serve that here. We giving you actual facts. Go look at the body language. The fuck?
Your pussy! Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
Come on, man. Half the shit y'all believe in don't even make sense. Don't make sense. Look how she gonna be speaking for him. This another telltale sign. Look how when he asked him the question, she gonna be speaking for him. Check it out.
But I'm not thirsty to go smash any other women.
All right.
Like she's thirsty to go smash Drake.
I'm not thirsty. He asked me a question and I answered it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
If he
Drake, this is the man that you're dating. This is the man that pays for you to go out to eat, and you dare get in public and disrespect this man about how you would have a free pass to go groupie smash Drake, a man that you don't even know? Red flag. Red flag. But not even just that. Then
y'all niggas want to be lied to for some weird, not even diabolical reason. It's only two types of women that can answer these questions, fellas. One, a woman that respects you wouldn't entertain that question and would have defused the interviewer and said, okay, let's go on to the next question. Can you please ask me a more respectable question, young man? Two, I'm not gonna tell you to take the disrespect, but at least she was I wouldn't even say respectful, but to be fair, at least she told you who she would do it with, whether you respect that answer or not. Because to a certain degree, more so with men than women, though. if your girl had the opportunity to sleep with a motherfucking Drake and check a bag, let's say a big bag, I don't know what y'all relationship built off of or how important she is to you, but she dumb as hell if she don't do it to a certain degree, depending on what situation y'all in or what y'all got going on, you know? So y'all niggas funny as hell, you know? Same thing. It's the weirdest shit ever. Women don't like their man cheating, right? But let's say their man had the option to sleep with Rihanna and come home with a bag. Nigga, your woman will look at you sideways. It's like, okay, yeah, I could have cashed out. I could have came home. All right, yeah, I did you wrong, but here go a Birkin. Here go a Birkin. A bitch ain't gonna sleep with no nigga and come back and bring you a fucking Wraith or a fucking a watch or some shit like that. You know? Hoes don't got no benefits for real. Somebody see some women don't know how to check a bag like that. They just in it for the, you know what I'm saying? You said she won't smash Drake, but she'll smash the yeah, and then that's the funny part. She's already cheating on him. I can tell. She's already cheating on him. I've been the side guy more than a few times than I care to admit. Har, har, har. Head ass. You know? You said bag leaking Tabasco. That's funny as shit. IJS, I'm just saying.
You get mad at him because the interviewer just asked him a question. Oh, if y'all want Red Pill to die, then you are killing men that exist in this world, just like the tall gentleman to the left, just like the.
And a woman will, y'all niggas be giving them too much credit with that hypergamy bullshit. A woman will cheat on your ass for free. For the free. Nigga, she will cheat on your ass for that same Cheesecake Factory meal that she told y'all that's on that damn list. What's going on in Sower FC? Peace to you, player. Welcome to the show. Make sure y'all do y'all due diligence by hitting the like button on the way in and making sure the show is properly supported. All right, make sure y'all do y'all due diligence by hitting the like button on the way in and making sure the show is properly supported. We are an hour and a half into the madness. Let me go over to Rumble real quick. Shout outs to everybody that can be that might be tuning in from Rumble. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we are live on Rumble. Shout out to everybody over on Rumble. I don't know why you guys don't hit the like button over on Rumble, but it's cool. All right. Okay. Oh, it went down to 1. Okay. All right, let's get it.
Boyfriend that was to the left. Men should not settle for this behavior. I don't care what she looks like, what size her breast is, or how supple the thighs are connected to the waist. You should have left her right there, my G. But see, this right here is the boss B reality.
Well, that's the reaction homeboy wants. That's the reaction homeboy wants. And at the same time, her dress is too short. Cheating. Again, I keep telling y'all.
That these young...
She has already cheated on him. She got the 1,000-mile stare. She's done it already.
Dudes are dating nowadays and are expected to put up with this bullshit because if they don't, then the man is the weak one.
Andrew Tate actually is the perfect example of the all roads lead to Rome, okay? When Andrew Tate had the pretrial imprisonment, there were never going to be charges because it was all a scam. It was just a sham kangaroo court. Now that there are charges, if there wouldn't have been charges and he would have been released with no charges, no indictment, it was because obviously it was a scam, right? But now that there are charges, well, obviously because it's a scam, of course they're going to make up charges. So now they're going to go to court, and if they go to court and they get, if they go to court and they beat the charges, it's because it was bullshit the whole time. But if they go to court and they're convicted, Well, it's because it's bullshit the whole time. They're going to make it up always. So literally, no matter what happens, it's always because of your particular prediction of the world. So you end up with these prediction models that will predict every single event, which means they don't actually predict anything. But it allows you to escape the cognitive dissonance of your predictive model not being correct. So you don't have to worry if you've got a good view, like a good blueprint of the world, because literally, no matter what happens,
it's
you've always
your
got a way
bias.
to make sense of it in the future.
Yeah, he actually has a fantastic point right there. I've said this privately, and I'll say it publicly right now. I think creating content about the Matrix and, you know, they were trying to control you, right? Like you always win because the answer, even if you have bad behavior or bad actions, the answer is that you're being controlled. The information is not of what it seems. You know what I'm saying? Which is part of the argument against Trump and the fake news thing. Well, if everything is fake news, then what is true about you? Right. So, but I don't want to get political right here. And I'm not saying this is necessarily the Tate case, but as a content creator, it is genius to have created content where it's all a lie. Believe me, I'm the only one with the truth, which I think a component of the red pill began to spill into, that it's the truth when it's meanwhile the content creator's subjective, very subjective opinion.
This is why that 4-step process of when was the last time someone publicly admitted that they were wrong? When was the last time they surprised you? If someone came out and had a discussion about this and was like, do you know what it is? I actually think that a lot of the time I do actually see girls in relationships with guys that hypergamously I wouldn't predict that they were in a relationship with. That guy just seems to have game. It's not really about the fact that he's tall or fit or rich or has status or any of these.
Like, listen to all these weird ass niggas talking about some hypergamously. I don't see. Like you're trying to even dictate, or like you're even trying to pussy police, bro. Hypergamously, how can you hypergamously see what a woman does without disregarding your logic of what you would have done? Like, again, you're talking about hypergamy and you don't even understand hypergamy. Hypergamy is not always a logical decision to a woman. It's also an emotional decision. A woman will sit there and make an emotional decision right in front of your face, and your goofy ass as a dude, no, that's not the right choice. What are you doing? It's like, because you're using logic. She's using her emotions. She's not using logic. This is what y'all dudes don't get. This is annoying. And y'all sit up here all fucking day and talk about women don't even understand exactly what's being set off, what's actually triggering her, what actually would attract her to you or anything you have going on. And even as a player, this is what will make you weird amongst men that actually have this knowledge. I'm talking about other players. So when dudes are like, oh, you know, the guy is using game and all this other stuff, they're trying to explain to you some type of mythical creature. It's not no mythical creature. People are attracted to things. You guys have the same 24 hours in a day that a player has. Do something to make somebody that you're attracted to you. Y'all did not go check the last show that I did. Go check the last pre-record that I put out. Y'all niggas be talking about scale of 1 to 10, but can't even pull a 5. Can you confidently pull a 5? Because the reason how, or the way dudes be saying a scale of 1 to 10 insinuates that certain numbers are below them, right? Or beneath them. You know, y'all start putting, you know, this weird value into numbers that numbers normally never had. So can you pull a 5? Can you even pull a 5? That's one of the first talking points that got stolen in the space that y'all gonna get challenged on. And why would the manosphere be wrong to challenge some of y'all new niggas on these talking points? We got challenged for it. Start seeing some of your favorite content creators start to explain why they use a scale of 1 to 10. What makes you think that's formidable? That's formidable evidence, or let's say, you know, that's the measurements. That's the what's the word I'm looking at? That's the metric you want to use to teach your audience, I guess, about women or whatever the hell you're teaching them about. Hypergamy and all this other stuff. Like, who is this? Who is this nigga? You know, in my opinion on hypergamy, who is this guy? Have y'all seen him in these trenches? Even in the white manosphere trenches, they got new niggas coming in. Have you seen him in the white manosphere trenches before?
I mean, where is he from? No, that's too much for me. Black people walk like that because we have style, we got flavor, we got rhythm. I mean, the black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question? The Colonel's a nigga now. The Colonel's a nigga now. He didn't eat so much chicken, he's a nigga now. Cal Channon just admitted she was a nigga. The rest of them need to break down and admit it too.
These things. He just seems to be like a really nice guy, and she wants to have a family, and he ends up being, you go, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. That was something that would have surprised me. You think, okay, well, that shows an evolution of talking points, but I don't know how many times, and this is why, you know, I'm still fascinated in evolutionary psychology and intersectional and intersexual dynamics and all of that stuff. It's still very interesting to me, but the whole, like, lambasting women for having standards that are too high, that never was something that really crossed my world of content creation. But even now it's like, okay, so what else is happening? How can here's an interesting angle. Here's a much more interesting angle for me for something that's contemporary and new. Yeah. This skew of young girls to the left and this skew of young guys to the right. Given the fact that most people date within.
Man, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, they all got beef with Rolo. Okay, well, if you know that Rolo's beefing with this dude, then he's probably somewhat known. But then again, they all got beef with Rolo. But this man is talking about some, like, I mean, honestly, yes, your woman's political beliefs can be a thing. But honestly, it's like, shorty, you know, you hammer that out before she's your woman, for real. If your woman does stand somewhere politically, she's just not like a, because I hate to say it like this, ladies, and women know this too. One of the worst conversations you can get into, fellas, because it's the representative, you know, like, and then first of all, you know, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot talking politics with women because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about neither, man. But I mean, at least it's good in the beginning to know where she stands. So it's like, okay, at least I know I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You need to know if you, hey, look, if, damn, am I truly feeling a feminist? You know, is she just talking? Like, is she impressionable? Like, yeah, whatever little bullshit beliefs you got right now, I'll change that shit later. You know, because as a dude, you should understand if you can, will, or have a degree of influence over the woman that you're dating. Yeah, exactly. A lot of them are feminists, you know? So really, I mean, unless for the shits and giggles, or just to, like, if you're really on your political tip, which some dudes are, her political beliefs don't mean shit. Unless she's like, oh, you need to vote, and she's trying to tell you who to vote for and all this other stupid shit. They still don't understand politics. You got women that are full-on politicians that don't understand politics at all. Yeah, liking Trump is a red flag to them. It's all kinds of little just goofy shit. So it's like, why even take them serious? It's like, okay, wrap it up, shorty. You know, you're not about to sit up here and be talking weird-ass politics with you. What do you know anyway? My dad was a mayor. Cool. Cool story, bro. You know? So if anything, if you one of them politics type cats and you got influence over your lady, well, I'm not going to say she always going to agree with what you agree with, but her ideology to a certain degree will come around to your thinking at least long enough to stay with y'all or stay with you or you to tolerate each other. You know, because I do get it. Opposites attract. But one person gonna know what they talking about more than the other, you know. And sometimes she might know more than you. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. Sometimes, you know, even if she does know more than you, so her vote don't hold no more weight than yours. And to some people, that's a problem. But hey, it is what it is. Gotta respect the jokes.
Their political affiliation, and
Sure.
because politics are becoming more important to each individual person now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's like a new, okay, so what do we do?
Sure.
Where's this coming from? And what does this mean? 30% of Democrat parents are afraid that their son or daughter would marry a Republican. That's interesting. So what about like parental pressure and how does that play into it? That's interesting. You can keep talking about the same thing, but do it with a different angle on it. Continuing.
White Democrats. Because let me tell y'all, what's the first thing to become a Republican? A nigga with some money. Oh, a nigga be Democrat his whole life. Granted, he don't get no type of money. Soon as he gets some money, a nigga with some money is the first person to turn Republican. Damn, dog, I just got this. Y'all trying to take this from me? Yeah, we're going to take it from you. We in a democracy. Your money is everyone's money.
Going to just hammer away on the same points. I know it's just fair play if you have that degree of patience, maybe, to be able to just have the same
I got a Dave
conversation
Chappelle joke for y'all.
1,000 times.
Shout out to Chris Williamson. I understand his point here. Chris is a very smart, he's a very intellectual guy. His podcasts are very intellectual, educating type podcasts. But the fact of the matter is that a new man turns 18 every minute of every day, which is a potential new audience member. And the barrier for entry as an audience member for understanding this is little to none, because if you're a heterosexual man, then you've come across people talking about the body count thing. You've come across, well, how do I treat a woman on a first date? You've come across, right? So there's not like, let's say if you're a political streamer and you have to have like a historical background of the Israel versus Palestinian conflict, right? Like you have to be well learned and a degree of intelligence, right? Like if you're a heterosexual guy, it's easy for you to hit on these generalized topics and then get affixed to the content. But he's absolutely right. It does require a bit of patience to continue to hit on these different topics. And I've struggled with it as well. You know, I think about my content 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a lot of educational based financial type content. People stopped clicking on those videos. And as a content creator, I made a balanced decision of, well, I know how the algorithm is going to treat me. If I do these videos, I get 90% less views. So let me make the decision to touch on these high level topics, but try to do it in a way to feed educational pills to the young man.
Well, we do the same thing, but just say you grifted. You know, it's a nice way of saying, you know, and let me kind of grift my content over to red pill content. Let me kind of just grift this franchise. Let me grift this school bus this way. Let me turn the school bus into the cool bus. Let me kind of grift it over to the left a little bit because it makes more sense.
To help them understand the world around them just a bit differently or act differently in a way that's valuable to themselves.
But I don't have that in my toolbox.
The description is boring, the descriptive part, because it's the same thing over and over again. And then the prescriptive part is boring because for a lot of these movements, people don't actually give you good advice to kind of navigate it sometimes, unless you can become a top 1%er. Instead, what they try to prescribe is like a world that doesn't exist anymore. Like, this is no good because women have birth control, because women are, earning money and blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, well, that's not changing. So you have.
So this is their weird way of explaining something that's called taboo. You know, you're trying to explain a world that doesn't exist anymore. Well, what y'all get wrong about the space is that, you know, y'all are explaining a new world that has never existed. Y'all have complaints and problems, don't know how to fix the problems. And when somebody talks about a world that did exist where those problems, you know, not even just non-existent because it's not the new world that we're living in, but it's a solution. Now it becomes a problem because you believe in what the women believe. especially the L. Gibbet people, you know, oh, let's reintroduce masculinity. Let's reintroduce all of this other stuff. Let's reimagine what it's like to be a woman. So now you got to call a guy in a dress a woman now. You know, let's reimagine. It doesn't fall within your context. And these are people trying to give y'all opinions on a first world country. But the thing is that they got to understand that a first world country can easily go backwards. If you don't know about something, if you haven't done your history on something, what good's a first world country without knowing your history? How do you know it's truly first? What's your measurement? What's your metrics? See what I'm telling y'all? I really need to cut this shit off because this is I don't even feel like I'm being heard at this point. I don't even feel like I'm being heard at this point. This is coming from the guy that says listening to WAP as a kid isn't bad. He's not gonna let his kid listen to WAP. But your black ass, you gonna listen to WAP. Your girl gonna listen to WAP. WAP is a staple in your community, not his community. That's sad. Y'all got people here warning y'all about this shit now. Nobody gives a fuck. Well, we'll see when they not here no more.
You have to give advice for the world that exists now, not tell guys you have to become a top 1% or you need to earn so much fucking money that the traditional girls or whatever will go back to liking you. It's never advice geared towards, well, how do you navigate the modern world where women don't need men as much, where women are looking for different things in relationships? How do you navigate that? It's just like we need to go back to the days of old and everything is messed up now because of feminism.
Why do you care for a world where women don't need you? Why do you care for a world where women don't need you? Not saying that you're looking for women to need you, but damn. Do we need to exist in a world where women don't need us? The fuck are you talking about? These are the dudes that run so far forward, they got to run right back. This nigga mad because his wife didn't need him. But he wants to create a world where women don't need you. Then what's the point of getting, never mind.
And complaining and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Is the RP dying? No. I think that it reached an inflection point over the past several years. And now it's not as popular, but is it dying? No. It's always going to be there. I think just like you have financial focused content on sectors such as YouTube, and just like you have fitness focused content on sectors such as YouTube, both those niches have reached a pinnacle point over the last 10 to 15 years that we've all seen. RP content is going to exist and needs to exist because men need to understand these things before they sign things such as wedding contracts, or before they take a woman seriously that will in public tell you and a public audience that she wants to fuck Drake. Up to your eyeballs in credit and getting taken advantage of by fraudsters? Well, go to the finance sector. Been working out for the last 10 years and you're still weak as shit? Go to the fitness center. Keep on getting disrespected by the modern woman today? Well, we got the content for you right over here. Content over here talks about that there are still fantastic women options that are out there, as long as they're not inflicted with the mind virus, as long as they don't prescribe to this modern day liberal woke. Be anyone who you want to be without repercussions or consequences for your actions, as long as that they're modest, they're feminine, that they understand what submissiveness means, and they hold men up to a light.
But men don't understand what submissiveness means. Men aren't modern, not too much. So a lot of dudes don't even know where they're getting taken advantage of.
And a standard, because they want those men. And they value those men. And at the same time, young man, you must build yourself up to the best version of yourself so that you can be that masculine leader, so that you can be that masculine protector, so that you can make decisions to respond in a situation as opposed to just emotionally react, not putting you in a position to be able to best take care of yourself or the family around you. Is the RP dying? No, but it was co-opted by weirdos and extremists. This past weekend, I just had dinner with a couple of close content creator friends, as well as the family of Kevin Samuels. And I can't help to think, and although if you asked him at face value, he'd say, man, bump that red pill stuff, mostly because of his thoughts towards marriage. But challenging the thought process of the modern woman today is how he got famous. And even though they hated him so much for the truths that he exposed in that short time period, they often forget that he talked to men for 6 years before that. And I still think about, where would the entire space be if he lived longer? The brother was absolutely a genius and well ahead of his time. And there's no doubt in my mind that his brand would have continued to go strong and he would have reached heights that would have changed the world. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Media Tourism Reviews at gmail.com. Guys, go look at the links down in my description box. Some things have been changing around. I created an Amazon store, link to page.
All right. Niggas ain't going to list on how the weirdos got up in here. Let's keep this going.
Hi everyone, Sane Main here. This video is brought to you by a donation from James. He sent me a more than generous donation, so I'm going to dedicate 3 videos to him, and this is the first one. Recently I found this graphic while working on a Memes of the Week video. It's from a survey study in America which surveyed 5,459 guys about their experiences dating in their teenage years, and you can clearly see that from one generation to the next, less men are getting involved in relationships. Right now, 44% of Gen Z men have not had a partner during their teenage years. What do you think is going to happen to populations in the future? Right now, much of the West, fertility rates are around 1.4 to 1.5. As this trend accelerates, the fertility rates, I predict, will fall below 1, and each subsequent generation will be less than half as large as the one before it. In March of 2023, 63% of men aged 18 to 29 said that they were single, as Gen Z men were giving up on dating entirely.
Now, what have we been
a couple
talking
months
about?
ago, I made a video discussing how the red pill is now obsolete. Well, for 2/3 of men that don't have relationships and are single, that's definitely the case. A couple years before that, I said in the future, roughly 40% of men would go their own way. 40% would be sent their own way, and 20% would be the attractive Chad class that would clean up in the cooch department. It looks like we're already there. But that Chad number is way too high at 20%. It looks like to qualify as a Chad these days, you got to up your game, as only 14% of guys date most or all of their teenage years. Women are increasingly picky because in the past, with boomers, 32% of guys dated most or all of their teenage years. Gen X was rather similar. I think that with Generation Alpha, it's probably going to be even worse. But we haven't even introduced lover bots, AI girlfriends, augmented reality spicy content, and artificial wombs. Those will be the nail in the coffin of marriages in human populations. Imagine using an adult version of something like Sora to create any fantasy woman that you want, doing any crazy thing that you want, in full HD video. The technology is there, it just hasn't been distributed to every schwing equally yet. Humanity, thanks to AI, is about to face an existential crisis, as most people's jobs become replaced by machines, and we're also facing a reproductive crisis as life is becoming way too physically easy for most people. The new currency is going to become attention, and you can see that with women that are losing their attention, like Britney Spears melting down on social media, as well as all the Karens trying to create outrage in the conservative men that they secretly wish would shag them, but just ignore them. The internet means more and more attention going to fewer and fewer people, and those without enough of it start to get mentally ill. Most guys don't care about female attention and validation anymore because they're getting substitutes through fapping material, TikTok, or even video games. The effort to find and keep a girlfriend is becoming way too much, just as women's expectations rise to the moon, while simultaneously the men with less testosterone don't want to put the effort in that it takes to find and, more importantly, keep a girlfriend. The girls won't settle for substandard men these days, and the men are finding digital substitutes. I'll discuss more in a moment, but first let me tell everyone about today's sponsor, Stoic Indifference. Fausto de Campo is the author of this book that teaches you basic mental discipline. They say that a mime is a terrible thing to waste, and so is your mind, especially when you fall in love and put your mental well-being into the hands of a woman. Think for yourself, structure your thoughts, and improve your critical thinking.
Well, these are supposed to be the nerds y'all supposed to be. Y'all can't get mad at Sandman. These are supposed to be the nerds that they claim that are in the space. Your brother. Help your brother. Dudes gotta come out and teach all the basics, man. Dudes gotta teach all the basics. Well, not y'all, not my audience, but there's dudes gotta teach all the basics. Walk over, say hi, shake her hand. How are you? What are you doing? What you got going on? What are you up to? You know, let's get it. Crazy, right?
Skills. Pick up a copy on Kindle or paperback today. Sponsor link is down below. Anyways, now back to the world is about to change dramatically thanks to fertility collapse and AI Clown World show. I've been trying to tell you guys for months now that AI is the real deal, and I now understand that lower fertility rates are necessary in such a technologically deflationary world. But don't take my word for it. Today's Not So Mystery link is to a channel I discovered a while back, and the guy that made it discusses what Sam Altman, the creator of OpenAI, has to say about things. We're all about to become a lot wealthier than our wildest dreams, if the gains in AI and robotics are shared with most people. Imagine a world where people have more leisure time than they can imagine. If you're ever thinking of traveling the world, the next few years might be it to see places like the national parks, because if our species becomes increasingly idle, most will have an existential crisis. And the first thing they'll do is travel the world to find themselves. And all the beautiful places with the perfect selfie spots will be overcrowded forever. Besides, even if that doesn't happen, with less and less relationships and family formation, younger people will still have tons of disposable income. And if you think that visiting a place like the overcrowded Grand Canyon is crazy today, then just imagine what it's going to be like when you have to book a time slot to visit months in advance. People are going to seek out any new experience that makes them feel something again if they aren't in relationships. As for 44% of young guys no longer dating, it's not about guys being rejected. I think it's a combination of overstimulation through online fapping material that's the real problem. They're desensitized through sexual imagery, but also the red pill ideas which have gone mainstream, teaching them about female nature, and now the black pill making many of them give up before they even try. The full consequences of a coming fertility crash will probably be felt in the next 5 to 10 years, with catastrophic fertility crashes in Gen Z as they get into their 30s and don't want to reproduce. I also think that many are using spicy content that's ever more extreme as a way to wean themselves off of the big biobag women out there. That's been my strategy over the last 8 years, to find material that's more stimulating than real life. So who knows what kind of debauchery Gen Z is finding on their phones. I also wonder if hookup culture could also be part of this. The survey says boyfriend or girlfriend and doesn't say random one-night stand or hookup. What if guys are just smashing and dashing? If I was doing this survey, I would have also asked women the same questions, and I'm sure less of them would be single, signaling to me that multiple women are sharing the same men. You guys out there that have been listening to my content and red pill creators for a decade now know that this is happening. Now you probably want to know what comes next. We ride the other half of the population bell curve back down, but I'm just worried about the human race becoming too prosperous and successful, having everything we wanted handed to us on a digital platter, thanks to AI. Imagine everyone suddenly having AI making them beautiful, rich, and giving them all the free time in the world. How will people keep track of who has more status? I've said before that people have to gain social status by doing something special and finding some individual purpose. Those two needs can't be satisfied by artificial intelligence. Most humans just naturally crave the admiration of other humans, and what happens when there isn't enough of it to go around for everyone? Also, what are people supposed to do when they're having trouble finding purpose in life? An existential crisis might be coming for them, and that's not an easy thing to go through. Then again, this new generation is so hopped up on the dopamine from their digital devices that not only is it preventing them from dating, but it's also preventing them from feeling enough boredom to go through with that crisis. And speaking of dopamine, the dopamine reward center circuits in my mind have been fried recently with the run-up in stocks and Bitcoin. So much money was flowing in that I went numb and stopped feeling euphoria or anything at all when the number goes up or down. I think that as a species, we are reaching overload when it comes to our dopamine receptors. We crave pleasure because they used to convince us to procreate, eat food, chase power and status, but we've gotten too good at satisfying our needs sexual and entertainment-wise. And having a girlfriend is no longer as thrilling as it was for Gen Xers when we were alone and bored on a Friday night after school. You could stay home and watch television, or you could eat out, but that wasn't enough to keep you occupied. So many of us would go to all-ages nightclubs if we were lucky and meet girls. I'm surprised that even 56% of guys have had girlfriends in their teens. I'm really surprised that number hasn't fallen further. Maybe it has, and those guys are just lying about it. I'm sure that in major cities, it's also a lot lower. Young guys aren't being sent their own way or choosing to do it consciously. It appears to just be happening naturally, and they aren't pissed off about it, or had to go through some sort of trauma to learn about the dangers of women. They didn't have to do the good old cock-benefit analysis. Other things, including their phones, are winning their attention instead. Companies like TikTok and YouTube have gotten so good at capturing and keeping young men's attention, along with the hub, if you know what I mean, that they're now destroying relationships and family formation for future corporate profits. A lot of people are always going on about how the fertility rate's crashing is all some sort of big conspiracy, when in reality it's just people urbanizing and technology companies trying to profit off of our attention. Humans only reproduce en masse if we have to because of selfish reasons, i.e. someone to work the land for you as a cheap or free labor source, and having kids is a way to create cannon fodder for war, because if your enemies are having kids, then you might fear that, so you might have to procreate so they don't conquer you. So that means refilling the ranks.
All right, listen. All right, y'all, because y'all are so slow and y'all be stealing y'all information from the fucking manosphere anyway. The government, I've been telling y'all for years, unrecognized and barely supported by it. I've been telling y'all for years that the government needs y'all to be on these websites. Because if they can get men on the websites, it's easier to get men to spend money. They've been using women for years to get men to spend money. They've been using women for years to get men to spend money. Okay? What is OnlyFans? Women. But guess what, fellas? Before you spend money with that woman, they try to be the sleight of hands. You got to spend money with OnlyFans. A woman say, purchase my OnlyFans is literally telling you, pay my pimp before you can see me. Nobody knows. Everybody playing stupid. Everybody, pay my pimp directly before you can see me. If you pay my pimp first, he's going to release this block that he has over my photos. Don't you want to see my photos? Hell, even on YouTube. Pay them before you can support the show. It's all around. You know, it's harder to get men to spend money, but if you put women in the equation, oh, niggas gonna spend. Spend it all. Spend some more. They notice. Oh, but don't believe me. Believe some woman telling you the same shit. Yeah.
In the last handful of decades, guys have been having sex for pleasure and not procreation as much. But now there are greater digital pleasures to be had, so sex and relationships are slowly disappearing. Humans are easy to control from the standpoint of reproduction and sex. Give us a nice, safe, warm place to live with guaranteed survival, and we stop reproducing. Give us a nice, stable source of dopamine that never rejects us like a real person would, and we will stay single forever and avoid having sex. The new question is, how do we live the good life while simultaneously choosing to reproduce and create new life? That's the trillion-dollar question we need to find an answer to in coming decades. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again to James for the donation and topic. Don't forget to smash the like button the way that teenage guys are increasingly choosing not to smash teenage girls because they're too busy with their phones. Bang the bell and check out the mystery link. Follow me on BitChute, Twitter, and Facebook to get tomorrow's video today. Subscribe to me on Minds, Odyssey, MGTOW.tv, and Rumble to get the video for the day after tomorrow.
All right. All right, we might have to take a break. I'm not into this free work thing tonight. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's bring up. Because Boyce is saying that black men are getting horrible relationship advice from men, and they're pointing out the people that's not even giving the good shit, which they go out of their way to find those people and critique them. So too bad niggas that should have made it ain't even getting pushed to the top. So let's get it. Let's take a look at this bullshit.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today I want to talk a little bit about an interesting guy on the internet and named Anton Daniels. I don't know him. He looks a little bit like Rick Ross's cross-eyed brother or something. I have no idea. But anyway, he loves to join in the chorus of these really disgruntled black men that give this crazy, horrible advice on the internet. And what I want to do is kind of put it into context. I'm a little bit older than him, so maybe a little bit wiser, maybe not. But I'm going to give you another perspective that I hope you'll consider. And so get comfortable, buckle up, seatbelt. We're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Boyce picking a fight right now. At this point, Boyce picking the fight. So Anton did right. Yeah, what was that shit you were saying about my mans, though? Okay, Boyce picking a fight at this point. Y'all recently seen pictures with him and who is his girl standing beside? He recently got a picture. His wife don't even seem like it's his wife. She's stuck in the friend zone. Or he's stuck in the friend zone. My bad. Get that together. All right, so let's go.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm. Tribe of men who apparently maybe they're very hurt.
What's going on, Rose?
Maybe women make them sad. I have no idea. But some of the conversation is a little bit disturbing.
Trying to get to the manosphere now. I'm telling y'all,
it's not a reflection of what is good.
Y'all hit the like button and support the show, man. I'm telling y'all, everyone is grifting over into these spaces. Y'all don't be hearing me though, man. This is irritating. And please don't be amused at me being irritated, because you'll be sadly mistaken. You're not undercutting me, you're undercutting yourself, man, at this point. But hey, whatever.
Going to create a healthy, prosperous black community. It's a lot of conversation about single mothers and all this other stuff, which I don't understand at all. But he did a video and he mentioned me today, and so I thought that I would kind of give an appropriate response to it in terms of kind of giving you an honest perspective on. I even shared this video on my Instagram. My Instagram is Dr. Boyce Finance, and I'm actually going to try to share my screen, and I want you guys to watch this, and then I'll give you my take on some of this. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull this up. Let me know if you can hear. Let me know if you can hear this video. I'm gonna play it right now.
Be in the presence of a woman that's tainted. You don't have a chance because he already had you. Listen, if it's that easy for me to get it, I don't feel that special because he hit it and Dreadhead hit it and Umar hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. He didn't have a chance. We ain't worried about Boyce. And the favorite football player hit it and the basketball player hit it and the homie from the hood hit it and they ran a train on you before that and then you had a kid by him and you had a kid by him and you had a kid by him and then for some reason you think you're supposed to be sitting in the presence of kings. Since when did that happen? How is it that we started qualifying ourselves for people that we don't even qualify to sit in front of? And then they want you to be a step crash dummy. I just got a quick question, ladies. What qualifies you?
Okay, so let me stop there because he gave us so much good stuff. I think that there's a lot to kind of respond to. And by the way, let me know, can you guys hear that? Were you able to hear the video? And his name's Anton Daniels, and he's entertaining. You know, he's very entertaining.
You watch him.
Sometimes he sounds.
Why you got to get on here and lie at this point? You watch him. You watch him. How would you know he's entertaining if you don't watch him?
Intelligent. Sometimes he sounds a little clownish. But you know, that's what the internet's all about. That's what YouTube's all about. That's how you get a lot of subscribers and stuff like that, because we have a lot of clowns in our community. I'm not going to say he's a complete clown. I would say that he's young. I think he's a few years younger than me. And he's very obsessed with me. He's really interested in my personal life, which I always find that really fascinating. There's no black man I can think of anywhere that I've been that obsessed with where I talk about that person a lot. But apparently he's talked about me a lot. And typically I don't really address it much. But this time I wanted to address it because I do think that there is something that's happening here that the community needs to pay attention to. So let's start here. First of all, he says, you know, he's talking about, I guess, some stank asshole, some nasty ass woman who slept with everybody that moves. And he's like, Umar hit it. The homie from the hood hit it. The basketball player hit it. Boyce didn't hit it. We ain't worried about Boyce. Boyce didn't hit it. And I'm like, you're goddamn right. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce don't hang out with low quality women. That's not of interest to me. And Boyce learned from my father a long time ago that that black men, if you're dumb enough to think that you're supposed to sleep with every pretty girl that walks by you, you a sucker, man. You're stupid. That's the dumbest thing you can ever do. A lot of these women might have diseases. STDs are a big thing.
And that used to be something that's funny because the manosphere done gave up on that talking point. It's sad that you got Boyce up here checking y'all on some of this stuff, but y'all aren't even the manosphere. Even though you know they're going to claim it. Even how much times they don't claim it. The manosphere used to clown dudes on talking to low quality women. So how is it that now low quality women are the standard of the manosphere right now? The majority of women y'all hear and see the manosphere talking about these days are LQWs. They're low quality women.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting Anton to roll up on him. So this should be interesting, all right? Yeah, Willie D. Yeah. She was standing right beside Willie D. And she looked more like Willie D's woman than Anton's. You did? What's going on, degenerate? Let's get it.
We don't talk about it enough in the community. Think about how many men you know who slept with hundreds, maybe thousands of women. And they consider that a source of pride. I'm the man. I'm the man. Look at me. Look at how many women I slept with. Bro, have you been to the clinic lately? And do you understand how many STDs are being spread in the community by men like you? Seriously, this is grown man talk. This is not something that that immature, childish people are going to get. The clowns are not going to get this. It's only going to make the clowns angry. I'm sure. I can't wait to see their video responses. I'm sure they're going to say lots of, lots of mean things or whatever. That's fine. I can handle it. But the point of the matter is that you don't understand that from slavery, you were raised with that slave buck mentality. Anybody, give me a yes if you heard about the slave breeding plantations. Anybody know about the history of slaves being bred, where they would have one guy who would sit and have sex with 100 women or 50 women in the same day or whatever, because they were trying to get him to reproduce as much as possible. Well, a lot of black men carry that mindset, and it ruins your life. A man that does not have sexual discipline is never going to be a successful man. If you need to stick your into every girl's vagina within a 100-mile radius, and you think that somehow that makes you more of a man, I dare to challenge that, because most men who live like that don't end up with happy or successful lives. Most of those men end up broke from all the child support, or they end up diseased. And ladies, if you think that that's a measure of masculinity, then you should be very thoughtful as well, because these men will infect you with an STD and kill you. So that's the first thing that I want to kind of address. So when he says Boyce didn't hit it, you're damn right. Boyce didn't hit it. Boyce has had the women that he wanted. I have never struggled to, when I was younger, it was a little harder because I didn't really know how to talk to girls. I ain't gonna lie. But when I became rich and had a PhD and was known around the world,
Boyce
there was no shortage of women Boyce could have dated. I literally married the woman of my dreams. I don't know if Antoine married the woman of his dreams. I don't know if that he married a lady he met 20 years ago or something, but whatever, or something. I don't know. Maybe he's not happy with his life, but that assumption about his life is not the one you can make a mind. Boyce is okay. But then the second piece that he mentions is he talks about the woman that's kind of slept around and who the hell are you to even think that you could sit with kings because you slept with all these men have had sex with you. The problem I have with that, and tell me if you notice this, is that unfortunately there's a lot of men who don't understand one basic idea. How many of you have heard this? And give me a yes or no. How many of you have heard some of the men that talk like
all these niggas can come up with a whole bunch of points of how the black man has taught and steered the black man in the wrong direction. They don't got no videos about the black women steering black women in the wrong direction. But they got blackness schools and all kinds of shit. What direction did Cardi B put the sisters in? What direction is Suki Hana and Sexy Red putting the sisters in? Speaking of school, kids talking about some bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe, hands on your knees. Niggas not even listening to the damn Macarena no more. They listening to Sexy Red. All right. Shouts to everybody over at Rumble. Shouts to the 18 people in the building here. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get at least 3 supporters. Let's get at least 3 supporters, y'all. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
Like that, say, well, we just hold women accountable. Women need to be held accountable. Women need to be held accountable. Has anybody heard that? Like women just don't like, they just mad because they don't want to be held accountable. And I get it. There's a lot of women that don't want to be held accountable. But one thing about accountability is that accountability starts at home. Accountability starts at home, brother. So if you can't hold yourself accountable, how the fuck are you going to hold women accountable? Seriously, you will, if you watch their videos carefully, you will hear them talk extensively about how many kids a woman has, how many women a woman has slept with, or how many men a woman has slept with, what a woman is doing with her life, and the status of her situation. But not one single time do you hear them challenging men in the same way.
That's cap, because we live, or we're a part of the actual group that actually does challenge men. The only group other than women that challenge men. And women don't even challenge men. They just throw shit out there. And let me tell y'all something about these dudes, for the most part. Especially if you're in a group, or you're guys that like to just put the truth out there in quote unquote, or have had, or has the real conversation. Y'all want dudes to stop talking about women and to a certain degree talk about what? You know what I'm saying? If dudes aren't talking about women, I mean, obviously, yeah, we can sit here and talking about getting money. We can sit here and talk about all the mirrors. All the mirror. We can sit here and talk about all the mirrors. We could talk about Rolexes. We could talk about Rolls Royce. We could talk about money. We could talk about cars. We could talk about all of this stuff. Yeah, mind your business, right? as a man and talk about other things, right? Well, when you buy a Rolex, it comes with certain things, right? It comes with the certifications, it comes with the paperwork, basically like its own blockchain. What's going on, Curlin? Speaking of autometers, shout outs to Curlin in the building. Men, we could talk about cigars. We could talk about synthesizers. We could talk about music there. We could talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. We could talk about bettering ourselves and developing talents and things and creating something today that'll feed our family tomorrow, so we can kind of put life in cruise control at some point. You dig what I'm saying? We could talk about all of that stuff. But if we're gonna talk about a Rolex, we gotta talk about the upkeep of a Rolex, getting it clean, keeping it in its protective case, not having it out in plain sight or places where it can be taken or took, right? We want to talk about money. We got to talk about money. Is my money secure in the bank? Why do I need my money secure? Because something or someone can take it, right? We talk about houses. Yeah, man, I love my house. Bought it, paid it off, got some equity in it. Might refinance and start a business with that refi, instead of, taking in the liability. We could talk about all of that shit, right? If he was to say, stop talking about women. But guess what? Then you talk about all that shit, fellas, right? And you become a super smart guy. But then guess what? Just like I've told you with the countless men that I've talked with over the years, where you think that man gonna take that bag and go spend it on? Obviously the automere, but the broad. He gonna spend it on a woman. He gonna crash out. Niggas haven't even taken in the mindset that the type of woman that you want, like the actual woman that you want, could sabotage all of that shit. What do I mean by sabotage all of that? Well, if it's what you want or it's what you're attracted to, there's damn near nothing you won't do. It's my job as a man to tell the next man to have a plan. And what I mean by that is, it's like, okay, well, yeah, reasonably, if that's your girlfriend and that's the one you want, this is not your first girlfriend. So all of them are not going to get treated the same. And your level of attractiveness to all of them might vary. So it's in your best interest to hold off on giving her the world and really understanding what you got, not what you're attracted to, and learn how to pace her. Because guess what? Even a woman that's attracted to you and that you are attracted to you will do you dirty too. Oh, y'all don't hear me this morning. Y'all don't hear me. Even the one that's for you. If people be talking about some unconditional love bullshit. Love is conditional than a motherfucker. Like an air conditioner. That shit is conditional. That even somebody that is initially attracted to you or whatever, or has been attracted to you, you know what I'm saying? You can put them in a position where they're not going to be attracted to you no more. And it's not because you're not in a good relationship or you don't got a good spouse. It's something simple and it's right under your nose and you never thought about it. You don't understand how attraction works. And you don't understand that people are attracted to you. Exactly what are they attracted to you for? And if you need to dangle it, you don't know how to. But you come to the manosphere and complain about how life dangles it in front of you almost every day. And you probably can't take it anymore. So what I'm telling you is that these guys, it's like, oh, man, stop talking about women. Nigga, you better have some healthy conversations about women that's going to be fruitful in your understanding of them. If that's what you're going to be going after, if that's what you're going to be accumulating all this wealth and things for, and this goes beyond abroad and your relationship with her. This can pour into a relationship with your kids. This could affect the situation that your children are in, what you're in, your mindset. If you're not a nomad, where you choose to plant your seeds, this can affect what schools your kids go to. Look at Kanye right now crashing out. Y'all see the reality of dating because that's another thing too, because y'all niggas be complaining. Y'all niggas be wanting to deal with some of the worst women on the planet and then come to the manosphere complaining about the hoe that you fucking want to get with or attract. And then y'all start forgetting that y'all initially start talking about a hoe. So now you got me up here telling supposedly good brothers, well-to-do brothers that punch the clock, brothers that shouldn't even be in this thought process that could ride off in the sunset and live a decent square life. Now you got me trying to give you some damn game. And it's crazy because any money you get, you crash out on the bitch. And what I'm finding out is that any game you get, if you do apply it, you still crash out on the broad. Game is also perception. Knowing what you want or who to apply it to and who not to apply it to. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jay Green? Jay Green, we're gonna I'm gonna leave and come back. We're gonna let me know if you wanna be on the next show if you got time. Because definitely we were supposed to chop it up and stuff like that. So I definitely want to open up that road. You know, there's a lot of, and I want to talk about some high-end luxury stuff. Jay Green knows about some luxury stuff, obviously, y'all. So that'll be an awesome conversation. You said they want to, in the next couple of hours or so. But if not, it's cool. We'll set something up. You said they want men talking about how niggas ain't shit, and it's all Jamaican. Yeah, man, that's exactly what they want, Carlton. They want to dumb it down. See, the reason why is because TV is transitioning over to the internet. So the TV cats, the ones that's the whales that's coming into this thing with the money, since black men should have been already had they shit up by the time they got here. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. What they're saying is that these female channels and these T channels and gossip channels, they have a proven track record to be lucrative. So when we cross over to the manosphere, or we cross over to the red pill, we need to be pushing these T channels. And the T channels is what's gonna, you already got straight heterosexual men that like these damn T channels. So once they start bringing in the gay boys that are talented, because gay men, there's a lot of talented gay men, I hate to say it, but there are, and them niggas will get y'all attention. See, it's different for me. I don't run around go looking for red pill content. I'm red pilled in a mother. I put out red pill content. I don't run around unless it's to critique something. I don't run around looking for black pill content. I put out black pill content. What attracts me to YouTube is not, nigga, if you go down my timeline, you about to learn, oh shit, could have been watching about the Shelby GT 500s. I see he went down the fucking Dodge Viper rabbit hole. He up here studying bookkeeping, stocks. Man, I'm not even utilizing YouTube the same way that the audience does. I'm not saying that's something wrong with y'all. No, well, it could be, but like, nigga, I don't use YouTube for the same purposes other people use YouTube. That's why I get a kick out of people questioning why I'm here. Are you an incel? Kuda? Man, boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. You know, what's going on, Joey? And then at the same time, everybody's not here to be an incel. Some people are here for entertainment. Some people are here because they like certain people. You know, there's different, you know, so, if I throw, I throw boulders and shit just to see who gonna holler like a hit dog, you know? But this Boyce walking shit, he acting like he not watching Anton Daniels. Boyce he watches Anton Daniels. He's one step away from Anton Daniels with the beard. Stop it. Boyce Watkins know about Angry Man. Boyce Watkins know about all of these people. It's just that him And God bless y'all, because y'all following after another one of my mentors, Tariq Nasheed. Y'all following after him. Y'all are not even original. I saw some crazy picture of Jason Black the other day. I said, damn. Well, shout out to Jason Black. But now he going through it with a woman. Boyce Watkins, he going through it with his woman, but he don't even see it yet. That's pending. We might have to come back to this in the next hour or so.
Wait, never once do you even make a basic conclusion. You don't understand the basic idea that you do understand that whenever there's a single mother, there's a man that made that baby. How often do you hear these men who attack the women say anything?
Now I hate to say it like this, but I gotta say it like this. Single mothers actually create themselves. I know that sounds crazy, but those who know exactly where I'm about to go with this. Okay? Because you have what's called post and pre. Obviously, it takes two to tangle. But a single mother could have prevented it, obviously, condoms, and just telling the man that didn't have a condom or whatever. You sometimes, yeah, I mean, dudes go home with blue balls all the time, y'all. So to a certain degree, what makes you as a woman, even if you desire sex, what makes you think that you can't go home with magenta ovaries? All right. Wish that young man a good night. It's okay. Listen, I understand. I know I'm bummed out. We can do this some other time. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have a condom, it's cool. Or go down to the damn 7-Eleven with them. Y'all do this all the time. Okay? You have 30 different types of contraceptives. You even got a dental dam. All kinds of different things you can use. So, that's preventative. Even after the fact, you still could. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I can understand if somebody rizzed you up. But even if somebody didn't rizz you up or somebody did rizz you up, it's still your decision. After he passes it's like a halfback. After the nigga done passed the football to you, it's up to you if you want to run the chains, run past the line of scrimmage or run backwards. It's up to you. Unless you can prove this nigga undoubtedly talked you into having this baby, I don't know what to tell you. What's going on, Ed? Jason Black has been a single mother whisperer this whole time. All of them, all of these conscious dudes. Boyce Watkins is a conscious dude. Boyce should be more like his brother Damon Dash and less like Boyce Watkins.
About these motherfuckers that are making kids and abandoning their children. The same guy who created 5 single mothers.
And the black man is not the deadbeat father that he gets the reputation. Most black fathers are in their children's lives. And if you want to go down to what he wants to talk about, since every time some shit happens, these niggas always want to throw up slavery and shit like that. Most African American men, not men from other countries and tethers or whoever y'all want to call them that are traveling and stuff like that, they are in their children's lives. And the fact that he doesn't know this stat and he's pushing it just as much as the sisters that don't mean well to the community is pushing it, that right there should let y'all know where he's standing with it.
Will literally be in the.
It's very lucrative for Hotep dudes to put women at the forefront because those women are more powerful in their community than they are. And it's the matriarchy, it's the matriarchy at play. Most dudes don't get out of that cycle and prosper. Okay? And then America, its climate is not meant for dudes that I ain't even gonna get into that. Let's go.
the chat saying that's why I don't date no single mothers. I ain't date no single. So you run around infecting women, infecting them with unwanted pregnancies, infecting them with STDs, and then you're talking shit about.
And if you go look at the stats, I hate to say it, but sisters got more STDs than the brothers. Sisters got more STDs than the brothers, and sisters can actually conceal their STDs more than the brothers can. Then they quadruple dip. See, don't nobody give y'all this game. They quadruple dip. When they're young, they're dating old men. Dip number 1. When they're young, they also date women. Dip number 2. They can still date their men in their age range or women in their age range going up into that also. Dip number 3. Then they get their groove back when they get a little bit older, some of them. Dip number 4. Do y'all want me to get into dip number 5? They fuck with gay and bisexual men. Dip number 5. We could keep going. I can go up to 8. How much times are you dipping your cookie? And men, we can go through something similar also on the back end. I'm not letting men, I'm not letting y'all go neither. But there's more chances for women. There's way more chances sexually for women to dip than there are chances for men to dip. This is why I told y'all, even as a player, I realized that, damn, I do not control a good side of my sexuality once I understand what control of it is. And some of y'all dudes don't understand it from that talking point because a lot of dudes never had the options that they wanted. They never got more. They never bit off more than they can chew. You understand what I'm saying? To a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? And be able to live to tell the story. You know, it's like a motorcycle. I get on this 600 horsepower bike. I realize this bike can take me as fast as I want to go, even beyond the limits of my control of that bike, right? It could take me, that bike can drive me to hell. It could drive me to my demise, right? But it's cool because I don't want to go that fast. And if something happens with the bike, I know exactly what it's going to do. A lot of dudes don't have that level of confidence or control over their own dating lives. And this is something that they're going to pour their time, money, resources, and energy and all kinds of things into. So really think about what I'm telling you guys. You know, somebody saying, oh, you know, stop talking about women. And talk about what? Money? All this stuff that I'm about to accumulate to go spend it on who? Or if I don't pay attention to that, it can, other than me protecting it and preserving it, it can get finessed out of my hands, you know? Yeah, the women have the STDs, you know? Sadly, you go to African women got a gang of STDs. In most societies, there's more women than men. This is simple. All right, give me 20 minutes, y'all. We're gonna get through this.
The very same women that you infected, brother, something's wrong with you. You don't understand the accountability equation that makes sense. You know, so again, some people, right? I think that people who've made good choices in their lives and put themselves in a good situation, they haven't devalued themselves by just spreading their bodies all over the place. They get walking around with all kinds of diseases. And
so he thought this one was a free off. He thought this one was a free off. So what happened was he I guess he thought he was gonna get into this conversation, right? And get to shame dudes, like get a free lick off of dudes. And then I guess Anton actually pulled up. You know, Anton actually spent a couple of hours around some manosphere niggas. So I guess some of that rhetoric rubbed off on Anton. He pulled up on him and checked him on some real nigga shit. So, you know, I don't even think Nike make those type of, where did he get that shirt? Anyway, all right, let's go, y'all.
And financial problems, everything else that comes with that. people like that, you should find somebody that matches that, right? You have the right to say, well, because I didn't have any kids,
Right,
and my credit
absolutely.
is good, and my income is high, and I've taken care of my body, I want somebody who does the same thing. I get that. But a lot of these guys are losers. A lot of these dudes, not all of them. I don't know much about Anton and his situation. I'm sure he's made some money on YouTube and all that. But I don't know. I think
You already
I
know.
understand. I think his mother was a single mother for a while. I think his father might have died. I give my condolences for that. But if your mama was out here as a single mother and dealing with guys like you telling other men that single mothers are not worth their time, I don't know how you would feel about that. I don't know. Again, I don't know the situation with his mother. I could have sworn he mentioned something about his father passing. His mother was a single mother. And I think that would be very unfortunate for somebody to have judged his mother the way he's judging other people's mothers, right? And the thing that I think as Black people we have to understand is that YouTube entertainment it's entertainment, and it's sometimes it's hurtful entertainment. And because you have such a traumatized community, you have people that build their whole platforms by being as outrageous, as clownish, and as hurtful as they can possibly be. Why can't you build a platform by empowering Black men? Why can't you build a platform by
Okay, and what are you going to have to talk about when you're empowering Black men? See, everybody talks about the platform that men built, but don't nobody talk about the platform that women built. Like the way you will hear a Boyce Watkins talk and some of these cats talk, you would think a She-Ra 7 doesn't exist. They're trying to convince y'all that She-Ra 7 doesn't exist. And then guess what? Then you show a Boyce Watkins or another gentleman a She-Ra 7, right? You show them, hey, what's your thoughts on She-Ra 7, man? I don't know what's wrong with that sister. God bless that sister. I'm gonna pray for that sister. I'm gonna pray for that sister. And it's like, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of here. These dudes will conveniently, I didn't hear She-Ra 7. I didn't hear She-Ra 7 say that all Black males should be aborted. That's great there. And then when it's brought to their attention, man, that's great there. I might have to go look that up. It's even to the point April Mason and Ayanna Van Zant is getting cussed out by bitches. And they have the Hannibal, I'm trying to help you bitches. Why? Why are you cursing me out? I'm here for you bitches. Y'all stole my words. It's funny because oh man, brothers done turned their back on the manosphere big time, man. Brothers done turned their back on the manosphere big time. Done turned y'all back on the manosphere huge, man. Oh man. You said this is why I find it funny with the passport bro stunting that. Yeah, man, they don't understand. That's what I try to tell you. I've been telling y'all Thailand, Colombia, and all these other places that these dudes are getting murked and that they're not for beginners. Y'all didn't want to listen, and then now people are losing their lives, man. Y'all been done turned y'all back on us. And still want us to produce content every day. That shit don't make no sense.
Empowering Black families. Why can't you build platforms by saying positive things that's going to elevate people? Why must the platform be built by being one of the few groups of people on the planet? The Black man, we're identified with this. The African American male is one of the few people on the planet that is known for bashing the shit out of their women.
That's cap.
Like literally,
that's cap. This is why people can't listen to this shit and they got to grift over to us. That's cap. Man, that is super cap. Every group of men talks about they women. Cap.
I mean, where is he from? No, that's too much for me. Black people walk like that because we have style, we got flavor, we got rhythm. I mean, the Black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question? The Colonel's a nigga now. The Colonel's a nigga now. He knows so much chicken, he's a nigga now. Cal Channon just admitted she was a nigga. The rest of them need to break down and admit it too.
I bet you won't. I bet you he won't say the black woman is the most woman on the planet. The black woman is the black woman is the most and loudest woman on the planet, openly talking shit about her man. When are you gonna say that?
Just going ham in terms of disrespecting black women at every turn. Saying that because you have a single mother, or because you are a single mother, something's wrong with you. And I think Anton's in the chat. You know what, man? I'm gonna say this, bro. You can actually. That's great. I'm glad he's here. I'm glad you're here. You should. We should get online together. I will. I don't know how to get in touch. Put your email address in here somewhere, or I don't know how we can connect. But I would be happy to debate you about this because I don't understand your platform. I really don't. I don't understand where the win is. I don't see. Here's the thing that I will tell you, and I'm glad he's here because I went on his page and I responded to him because I believe men should talk. I don't think men should be afraid to talk to each other. He says, "Let's do it now." You know what? Tell me where to send the link, and I'll bring you in, man. I think that will be I think that will be a great conversation because here's the thing. In my view, a side of masculinity is when you can build yourself up without tearing other people down. I think that as black men, we can make ourselves strong without degrading and debasing and demeaning our women. Attacking our women does not make us look good. Maybe you can encourage women. Maybe you can help them get better. Maybe you can help them understand, some truths about the choices they make. I see the same women you do. I love black women, but I know black women ain't perfect. But I also know that my mother was a single mother, and I know that my mother was a single mother because my daddy was a drug addict. It was the man's fault that my mother was raising me by herself when I was.
Oh my God. They're on the whole old doctrine. Oh, it's the white man. It's the white man. The white man about to hang it up.
I would like to thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little. I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Like, come on, man.
It was 2 or 3. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't because she was a whore and a worthless piece of shit. My mother was raising me by herself because she was the fucking person that took responsibility. She was the one that took responsibility while my daddy, my biological father, was off getting high. So a lot of these run off and get high Negroes are the very same ones who are hiding under this cloak of accountability. I call it the cloak of accountability, the disguise. They really need to come out the closet. They need to come out the closet.
All right, man. I'm gonna stick a pin in it right here. We gotta do better, y'all, with the likes and the support. Shout outs to everybody here. We'll be back. It's Player Talk Radio. Good morning. We in the building. We'll be right back. What a lot of people don't realize is that, and I do this all the time, not like nobody cares, but when you're talking to a bunch of people and you're dropping game or whatever the hell you call yourself doing, you got to leave your personal, even though that can make you more relatable and you can tell people about that, cool, but it can't be on the forefront. You got to leave your personal biases and shit out of the equation. People don't. Like, hey, you know what? The reason why I became a stepfather was because I didn't have one, or you know, whatever you about to subject them to. I don't know, you know. You said do the sound effect. Let me stop. What's going on, Toya? But yeah, man, we gotta do better on the likes and the support. We'll be back. It's Player Talk Radio. I'll be right back. I'm your gracious host, DJ Kuda. See you guys in a couple of hours. It's Player Talk Radio. We'll get back into it. We'll go over the whole thing. Let's get it. Let's go. It's Player Talk.
Is that all you got, nigga? Oh, no, nigga. That's just the tip of this iceberg. Read, nigga! Read!
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying, nigga? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? What make you think you greater than Jesus? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? What make you think you greater than Jesus? What make you think you greater than Jesus? Swing the remix God! Can't save these hoes. Can't save these hoes, nigga. Can't save these hoes. Can't save these hoes. Can't save my shit. Can't save these hoes. 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 Can't save these hoes, nigga. If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? What make you